It's Nancy. I did something today without thinking. One of my favorite people on YouTube was having a hard day. I posted about it. So incredibly brave. Because, we all want to think that the people we follow are leading amazing lives and everything's perfect. And the truth is, no one's leading an amazing life and everything's perfect. Some of the most messed up people I know are leading amazing lives. But this person was open and soul bare, accepting that when people make hateful remarks, it hurts. Conversely, when you hear good things, it feels good. And if we're going to accept the good things people say about us at face value, then the bad things have to be examined too. Now, if somebody says that my nose looks like a ginormous carrot, obviously my little pudgy nose does not look like a ginormous carrot. If they say that my eyes are too squinty and that my face is droopy, well, yeah, they are. It's an unfortunate problem of losing the weight, and while I can build the muscle, and I do, I'm like, I also have extra skin that I can't get surgically removed. And you know what? There are people that tell me to cover my arms because they're bothered by the way my arms look. But you know what? I think they would have been more bothered by my arms at 320 pounds. So I have extra skin. I'm 110 pounds and it's my badge of courage. Am I proud of my weight loss? For the longest time I told myself no. I wasn't proud of it because, it's just something I did. But you know what? It's something I did that a lot of people can't do. It's not for everyone, and I don't go around preaching the benefits of losing weight, because I go around preaching the benefits of accepting yourself just like you are. And then if you see an area you want to change, one area, change it. Not 500. If you want to take off the weight, make a 5-pound goal for yourself and work towards it. Cut out 100 calories a day and get on a bike or a pre-core or gym membership. Or I have to have a bike in my home because getting out to a gym is just, I'll forget that crap. I also have my weights in my little treadmill because I'm terrified of slipping on the ice. That had injury once. Don't want to go through that again. I'm very open about being a depressed person. I'm not depressed. That's wrong. I have depression. There are times of the day that I'm more together than others, which really struck me as weird, but it's very clock-like. And if there's a sunny afternoon in the winter, I'm happier. I also get sick in the winter, which I think is sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. I expect to feel bad in the winter. So where am I going with all of this? My support for that woman was completely genuine. And not because she's a guru. Not because I wanted to get subscriptions. I got them and I was blown away. I just didn't. All I wanted to do was have her hear the sound of my voice and the emotions behind it. Not just platitudes, but that I fight depression. I fight an overwhelming sense of inability to parent my kids because of they're all special needs, and I'm just one person, and my husband is a wonderful father. Aww, her made me a picture. That's cute. But you know, I've got 2 adopted kids. One who is pretty dang normal. He has Tourette's, but he's pretty normal. One with fetal alcohol syndrome who just doesn't know his own strength, and I worry about him hurting somebody. And then I have a child with autism and a child with Asperger's. Every one of these kids, every one, no matter what their issues have been, ADHD and Tourette's down, has far surpassed any goal anyone has set for them. And it wasn't because of me. Stephen learned to read. They told us he'd never speak, he'd never run, he'd never walk. Stephen had early intervention, and he walks and runs and speaks. Doesn't know that he's Jethro. I mean, except he's smarter than Jethro. But he's eats like a horse, and he's going to be ginormous, and it'll be great because I won't have to reach anything anymore. We all have down times. We all question ourselves, what we're doing, if we're doing the right thing, if we made the right decision, especially when it's just you, and don't fool yourself. Married does not mean it's always a partnership. When my husband's at work, and my child has just told me he hates me and he's running away from home, he can't be here to handle it with me. I'm the disciplinarian. I don't like that role. That role means I'm told that I'm hated and wish there wasn't their mother a number of times a day. That I am their mother. And despite what Dr. Phil and everybody says, is you're not just their mother, you're also their friend. Because you want to have a relationship so close to your kids, they can come and tell you when they're getting peer pressure or the world is too much for them. So, I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist, and I don't play one on YouTube. But know that everybody's heart hurts. Everybody questions themselves. I questioned myself and my attractiveness when I was fat, and I question it just as much when I'm thin. Because I'm not young, and I'm not what I thought I was going to look like. And now I'm too old to do some of the things I want to do in my life. Not because I'm too old, but because people sort of stamp that on me. I don't have to take that stamp. I don't have to take my father's comments towards me when I was a child about how all I was good for was flipping burgers, which there's nothing wrong with doing in Michigan right now. Any job is a good job. Any job at all. Starting a business at the worst time in our economy. I don't expect to fail. I don't expect to succeed for a few years, but I don't expect to fail. And there are times, because I'm home, where I get really lonely. If it wasn't for my friends all over the world, as far away as Alaska, one of my dearest, most darling friends, I would move heaven and earth for her. My Michelle, my Allie, my husband. Michelle's fiance, Tom, because he can make me laugh no matter how horrible things are. And because once he really yelled at me loud, and I knew that it meant he loved me, because he would never risk yelling like that at somebody who didn't love, because he knew I would still love him back. Now, that sounds really weird, but I took that as a huge compliment from Tom, because he's not one of these super affectionate guys. And he likes to be a knight, and I'm sort of like a, get out of the way, I can do it myself. I feel like I'm completely entangled in thorns. And it's like, Tom, could you bring an axe or something? And my husband, my dearest friend. Life isn't easy no matter what you do. but it's worth living. And I mean that. Back to makeup tomorrow. Seriously.